Back pain doesn't have to stop you moving. In fact, the right kind of gentle movement is often exactly what your back needs, and you can do all of this from a chair. Ella is going to guide you through 7 seated exercises designed to gently mobilise the spine, release tension and reduce back pain.
This is ideal if your back pain makes your floor exercises difficult, or if you spend too long sitting. It's also great for older adults or anyone who wants a gentler entry point into back care. A great stretch we can do in seated, James, is thoracic back extensions over the chair. So we need a chair that's just below the shoulder blade, so maybe like a hand width just below the shoulder blade.
Okay.
That gives you enough room that you can extend over that chair. Yeah. So hands go around the ears, good, in a comfortable position, extending the back over that chair, looking up to the ceiling, good, feeling the stretch in the upper back. Holding it there for 5 to 10 seconds before returning back to the seated position. Okay. Good. And again. Good. Breathe through the movements. And back up.
And how many of those should people aim to do, Ella?
10 to 15 of those.
Okay.
Holding the position at the end range, 3 to 5 seconds. Okay. Before returning to midline.
And whereabouts should they be feeling them moving?
So you'd feel it opening up the chest, but you'll also feel a little bit of tension in the upper back there. Both is okay.
Great, great.
Good. Good. A lovely exercise we've got, James, is the seated cat-cow. So just bring the bum a little bit more forward so the back is off the chair. Good. Reaching the arms forward towards the knees. I want you to arch the back. Good. Bring that chin towards the chest. Feeling the stretch in the lower back. Holding it there for 3 to 5 seconds before bringing the arms up towards the pelvis whilst looking up towards the ceiling. Good, and feeling the stretch again in the lower back.
Okay.
Good. Holding the end range of each position for around 3 to 5 seconds. Good, and return back. Nice and controlled, and keep the breathing nice and steady. Can you feel it in the lower back, James?
Yeah, I can.
Good. And back down. Good. I'm going to show you a seated stretch for the lower back and the side of the body, okay? So in the seated position, I want you to reach one arm over the body, sit tall throughout this movement, and just feeling a nice, lovely stretch on the side of the body there. Can you feel it, James?
I can, yeah.
Good. Holding this position for 5 to 10 seconds before returning to midline and going over with the opposite arm. Perfect. Reaching over, remember to sit tall throughout, try not to collapse the spine. Good. And then come back to midline. I would do this 10 repetitions per side.
Okay.
So around 20 overall. Good. And last one.
And if I wanted to make it slightly more difficult, Ella, is there anything I could do?
You could try and bend even further, feeling a deeper stretch all the way down that body and the back there. Good.
Okay. That's great.
And perfect. An exercise I'm going to show you, James, is seated spinal twists. Okay. So with your torso facing forwards, I want you to grab one side of the chair. Good. And twist into that reach, good. And hold the chair and this position for around 5 to 10 seconds, feeling the stretch in the mid to lower back, good. Before returning to midline and then reaching over to the opposite side of the chair, holding the chair and this stretch for 5 to 10 seconds on this side. Good, and return back. Nice and slowly. And again, you may feel like your spine is having a few cracks, but that's okay if it's painless. If it is a little bit painful on those cracks, then I would stop this exercise. Okay.
How many of these would you like me to do on each side?
I would do 10 per side, so 20 overall.
Okay. And when I'm turning here, whereabouts should I be feeling it?
In the mid to lower back here, around about this area.
Okay.
Good.
And my head, does that just follow around and the gaze looking over my shoulder?
Yes, perfect.
Right. Okay, brilliant.
Good. Good.
Great.
A lovely exercise we've got in seated is the chair assisted hip opener. So what I want you to do is grab one leg, get the ankle and reach it over the opposite knee. Good.
Okay.
And with a slight overpressure with your hands, I want you to aim towards the knee, pushing it towards the floor, and you should feel a great stretch on that outer hip there. Can you feel it?
Yeah, I can
Good.
feel it in there, yeah.
Good. And holding this for around 10 to 15 seconds. If you feel uncomfortable holding it still, you can do little pulses if that's more comfortable.
Okay.
Good. 10 to 15 of those as well. Before relaxing off and then swapping sides.
Okay, great.
Good.
And then Ella, do you know with my, so this side, for example, it feels much tighter and more difficult. Is that okay?
That's okay. So that means you should work on this exercise, James, if that's all right.
Yeah.
And never just work on one side. Always work on both.
Both sides, okay.
Good. 10 to 15 pulses, or just hold for 10 to 15 seconds, keeping the torso upright.
Yeah. And I'm feeling it just sort of in here, is that right?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
Down the leg and then round the glute area as well.
Okay, great.
And then swap sides. Good.
And which muscles is this targeting? You said the glutes?
The glutes, we've got a bit of hamstring, we've got some of the lateral quad.
Okay.
So it's just great for opening those hips overall.
Right.
So a lovely stretch we can do for our hamstring in seated, James, is one where we grab the chair, just nice and natural, just wherever the hands lie.
Yep.
Lifting one leg up, so extending at the knee, keep the toes facing towards the ceiling above you, and then kind of bringing that torso down towards the thigh, and you can feel a stretch in that behind the leg there. Good. And then bring your chest up, relax the knee down, holding that stretch for 10 seconds and changing the leg. Good. Bringing the torso forwards, feeling the stretch behind the leg there.
Yeah, and you might find that you don't even need to bring the torso forwards that far.
Yeah.
I'm just bringing it forward very slightly, and I've got very tight hamstrings, but I can really feel it there.
Good.
Okay. How many of these should we do on each leg, Ella?
So 10 per leg.
10 per leg. Okay.
Yeah. Good. And back down.
Great.
A seated forward fold is where we reach our arms forwards, good, almost bending the torso towards the knees, and just let the arms fall nice and relaxed by either sides of your knees. You should feel the stretch in the mid to lower back there, just keeping yourself nice and relaxed, good, and breathing through this movement. I want you to hold it there for 10 seconds before returning back up to the top seated position.
Okay.
Remember to breathe throughout. I did hold my breath then.
Okay. And would it be normal to feel dizzy when you're doing this?
Yeah, so I would advise to go up nice and slowly and down nice and slowly rather than speedy, jerky movements. You're less likely to feel dizzy.
Okay.
If you go nice and slowly and keep breathing. If you do feel dizzy, I would stop the exercise.
And Ella, with my head, when I'm going down, should I be looking forward, or should I just be letting the eyes gently fall the gaze forward and look between my legs?
Yes, exactly. I want you to keep the neck almost in a relaxed position. Try not to look up to the ceiling to strain the neck or keep it too tucked. Just keep it nice and in line with the back at all times. Good.
Great.
While you're moving through the movement.
How many of these should I do?
I would do 10 to 15 of
10
these.
to 15,
Yeah.
all right, okay.
Yeah.
And at the bottom, how long did you say I needed to hold for?
3 to 5 seconds.
3 to 5 seconds,
Yeah,
okay, that's
nothing
great.
too long, okay?
That's great. If any of these exercises significantly increase your pain, stop. A little muscle fatigue is normal, but sharp or worsening pain means you should stop. If your symptoms are getting worse, you notice numbness, tingling, or weakness, don't rely on this video. Please see your own healthcare provider.
This video is for general education only, and it is not a replacement for being seen by your own healthcare practitioner. If you found this video helpful, then why not watch this video next?